going on, Jerome's? So we are at an undisclosed location, and I have a bit of a conundrum. So D's nuts, right? So the pistachios, my favorite nut. And so they were on the desk. There's no mini bar at this current establishment, but it was next to a note that says welcome, right? I feel like this is a trap where you're just like, oh, welcome. I'm going to enjoy these delicious pistachios. And then they turn up on your bill as $8. But I kind of want them. Anyways, something I also want is some stability on special teams. And the Vikings, we're heading in that direction because they have an All-Pro in Andrew DePaola. They have a future All-Pro and Hall of Famer in Will the Thrill Reichard coming out of Alabama. But again, I swear to everything that's holy, the Vikings have the most random injuries possible. Right, and the Vikings placed both DePaola as well as Will Reichard on injured reserve. DePaola has a finger injury that's going to require surgery. Suffered in the Colts game, likely on a punt where he was in on a tackle. Just is what it is. And then Will Reichard had a quad issue that was exacerbated throughout the game, and it led to his first 2 field goal misses of the season, which I don't really hold against him. Right, but now the Vikings are going to have 2/3 of their specialists replaced over at least the next 4 games as they go on IR. Now, it is nice that Reichard has had a quad injury before. He had a torn quad back in 2019, was able to come back and obviously be strong after that. And hopefully it's a minor issue, and hopefully it's something that over the next 4 weeks, the Vikings play at Jacksonville, at Tennessee, at Chicago, then home against the Cardinals. But after that, hopefully the Vikings will be good to go. They did replace the 2 with a couple of familiar names. So kicker John Parker Romo was on the Vikings 90-man roster this offseason, XFL superstar for the Brahmas. And he was cut very early in training camp as it was clear that Reichard had already won the job, right? But he does have familiarity with Wright to a degree, so that is good to see. And also, hey, Ryan Wright, just please hold the line. Yeah. And long snapper Jake McQuaid is interesting. So he's 36. So compared to DePaola, he's a spring chicken. He's been in the league since 2011, and it's interesting because he did have a couple years of crossover with Coach Daniels, Coach Hatt, special teams coordinator for the Vikings, with the Rams as well as with the Cowboys. So a little bit of familiarity there, and hopefully these jabronis get as many snaps in as possible as McQuaid to right, and John Parker Romo swings the leg. It's good. All right. And hopefully they hold down the fort over the next 4 weeks. Now, it's going to be interesting because it could be a spot, too, where now maybe the Vikings don't trust long field goals. So maybe they are more pressed to go for things, be a little bit more aggressive on 3rd down where you can't rely on Will Reichard booting it in from 50+. So there you go. But either way, it's just another thing. It's always something with this damn team, man. But hopefully, Reichard is going to be back to good. You got a young superstar at that spot, as well as DePaola. He's an All-Pro for a reason. And in terms of scouting, like I can't tell you what a good long snapper looks like, but I can tell you what a bad long snapper looks like. And Andrew DePaola is very, very good. Bagels are also phenomenal too. But that's it. A couple Vikings rooster moves. No trades, unfortunately. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You know what to do. Skull production value.